If you haven't yet watched Rachel Goldberg Polin and John Polin's heartfelt speech that they gave this past week, watch it now. It's not meant to be political. It's just important to see. And like many of you, I've watched them speak over these past 10 months, bringing attention to the hostages still held in Gaza, including their own son, Hirsch. At the end, Rachel looks directly into the camera and concludes, Hirsch, Hirsch, if you can hear us, we love you. Stay strong. Survive. I can't imagine the courage and strength that it takes to get up every day, let alone speak to millions of people over and over again. It's a form of emunah, of faith and hope that inspires me to keep holding on. In this week's Parsha, Moshe reviews that moment where he lost faith in the Jewish people. And in anger and in frustration, he throws down the luchot. Therefore, I gripped the two tablets and flung them away with both hands, smashing them before your eyes. The Dat Zakenim, which is a commentary compiled from the writings of the Balei Tosfot in the 12th and 13th century, notices that the language of first holding onto the stones and then throwing them evokes Kohelet. He says, I cast them out of my hands. This is what Kohelet in chapter 3 had in mind when he wrote, Eit lahashlich avanim. There's an appropriate time for throwing stones instead of gathering them in. He was referring to the first set of tablets. And then he continues, Va'et knas avanim, an appropriate time for gathering in stones. Here, he was referring to the second set of tablets. Perhaps the message of chapter 3 of Kohelet is the reality that life is filled with tragedy and devastation, but eventually there's a time for love and peace. And as Rashi explains on the verse, a time where God will gather in the exiles, Va'et knas otam min golah, and redemption will finally occur. May this be the last Shabbat that we pray for the release of our hostages. Bring them home.